but I'm sorry, I really need a Tetris block. But I'm doing one big enough for all my books, so it's massive. Is this starting?
It's starting. Welcome everybody to Extra Play. Welcome to Horizon. I'm here with Josh Foreman, and we are going to play Horizon. I already said that. Welcome.
Hey, did you see that this is pretty? This is pretty.
This is really pretty.
Can't stay in today. We have a ritual to perform, you and I.
Isn't it funny that we can make real-time babies that are 100 times better looking than the pre-rendered baby from Toy Story?
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, that was an unsettling baby. Yeah, we've come quite a ways. Yeah, for those of you who weren't watching any previous series in which I had Josh on, Josh is a veteran artist in the game industry, currently working at ArenaNet, and I
have the scars to show it.
And yeah, we just wanted to have a look at this game. Just another open world game, very unlike Breath of the Wild, which is the last one we were just playing.
And matriarchs perform the ritual.
John Gonzalez, he's a friend of mine.
Oh yeah?
Full disclosure.
Even so,
man, this is pretty.
The tribe's rituals.
Oh.
Otherwise, we might become like the faithless old ones who turned their backs on the goddess. But their wickedness doomed them.
That's a great way to do credits.
To us, were left the splendors of creation, beasts of air.
It's going to be interesting to see how many variations of the green apocalypse we can visually develop over the next decade or so until that genre is unwelcome anymore.
That's true.
I love it. It looks awesome.
I agree.
I want to keep doing it, but like.
And this game makes it look pretty fresh, even though I know we've definitely had a good handful of games doing even technical green apocalypse, like Enslaved.
Brother, down to machine. You must be humble and respect their power. I will teach you this one day.
So I believe this studio is in Scandinavia somewhere, one of those Scandinavian countries. And they sure got the light coming through the mist right. I remember I used to live in North Pole, Alaska, and you would get that kind of hazy atmospheric lighting with those colors all the time.
That's cool.
You know?
I didn't know that was a real thing.
North Pole, Alaska, or the lighting?
Well, no, just like that kind of lighting that seems so stylized was actually like a thing that you could see in places.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal.
That's awesome.
No, off your knees. It's nearly time.
I think it's the ice crystals in the air are refracting the light.
Oh,
Speak to me.
that's amazing.
Came to bless the naming.
Have not 6 months gone by since we entrusted her to you?
But we are outcasts.
You by choice, and she, well... I am a high matriarch, Rost. I bless whom I choose.
Then you honor us.
Yes, now go, and be ready to declare. Go!
Is he gonna Lion King her?
Oh, Mother, this child needs a name by which to know her. That your love may warm her life as the rising sun warms all the earth. Speak her name!
Aloy!
And so her name is blessed.
Stop this at once! What have you done?
I've blessed the naming of a child.
Stubborn woman, you call that curse a child? What did she tell you about his birth, outcast? Answer!
I've done only what you asked.
To raise it, yes. We said nothing of love.
Enough.
And you, blessing its name like it was one
I
of the
know
Nora,
my duty
one
to
of the
them.
tribe.
And to you.
Without consultation.
I'm here. And wherever you go, I will follow.
How do you feel about the character animation compared to like the high watermark of Witcher 3?
Pretty good. Like, so I feel like in any case where you have a game like Witcher 3, which is largely, for the most part, sort of not procedural, but it's a conversation system built for lots of reusable pieces. That's cool. Direct transition into the main menu. That any game that's having to assemble their scene animation from a bunch of pieces, like I said in that extra frames conversation system video, is kind of inevitably a little bit handicapped in its ability to compete with something like an Uncharted, in which everything is made completely custom. And this, I think, is, at least so far, everything looks like it's custom animation. So it is inevitably, I think, beating out The Witcher 3 in its ability to do that. But it'd be interesting side-by-siding this with something like Uncharted, where that is the thing that they've clearly invested the most energy into. Make sure there's not any settings here I need to tamper with. It'll be fine, I'm sure. All right, let's do this.
Now, I've heard that you get to see a lot more interesting AI if you're in hard mode.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm assuming that's just because they live long enough to be able to recognize patterns and behaviors. But
all right, well, you know what? Let's settle for normal in this case. Playing and talking is difficult enough.
True.
Yeah.
Brand new game.
Aloy! Aloy!
Oh, that's a lot of berries. You're quite the gatherer, aren't you, little Bast? Now go and see if you can find some more,
Man, they got the light in the eyes really well.
They
Those
did.
are great shaders.
And yeah, and doing this sort of realistic mocap animation stuff, they're doing quite well.
Children, come with me. She's an outcast, to be shunned. There.
It is crazy that we've gotten to the point that this can be real time.
Yeah, and actually emotionally impactful.
Yeah.
Rost! Down here! Rost! Rost! He won't hear me. Some kind of cave?
Oh, starting as a kid. Interesting. Hang on. Never mind, I do need to change the setting. Yeah, okay. There we go. There you go, water in caves.
Yep.
They're appealing directly to you.
Two-thirds of my requirements. As soon as we see the ruins, I will be set. Putting you initially on a very linear path.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't scream.
Yeah, actually I am too.
It's almost a requirement in all movies.
Looks tight, but I can get through.
In real life, I've hit my head on stalactites like that.
Ooh, I bet that hurts
It
bad.
hurts really bad.
Oh, wow. Really nice little touches in the character walk, run stuff.
Looks like they've got some motion fields going on for the, like, tilting.
Yeah, they've got, like, kind of leaning a little bit into a run, but also kind of turning into it with her head and torso and arms and stuff.
And they're blending the arms out to areas where she is close to collision.
Yeah, it's really nice. Oh, that's cool. Unique little stair-step stuff.
I really like the curly, short moss coming in and out of the water there.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Here we go. So, accreted limestone over technology. That's great.
I love that you can name the rock by sight.
Ross said never go in places like this. But I have to find a way out.
What was this place, I wonder? Got
The waiting room.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is setting up a mystery that will be solved later, which is very cool.
Yeah.
Visual storytelling, you know, the visuals causing you to ask questions that assumedly will have some sort of payoff later. I do wish they had crumbled the smaller stuff better. Although I really love the drip of the limestone like over and around things, because I've seen that in caves. I've seen like a pin that someone had, you know, like for writing.
Yeah.
That was like half covered over with limestone drip. It's
Oh, that's cool. Like
very
the book,
surreal.
The book got some of that there.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, is this sort of the type of thing that happens with or that you expect would happen? This is the approach you would take to this sort of a...
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
I would have, like, the thinness of the bottoms of the chairs. It totally depends, like, are we positing this is, like, far in the future when the collapse happened, or is it close to modern day?
Right.
Like, that will... Because depending on how exotic your materials are, you know, they could stand up more or less to different environmental pressures like that.
I'm guessing since we're going to have huge, like, amazing robot monsters, it must have been sort of a future setting.
Yeah, that's right.
And these doors look pretty future-y as well. Am I backtracking? No.
Yeah, I love that moss. The moss and the leaves. Whenever you have a chance to kind of mix two different foliage types together like that,
Yeah.
you get a nice play. Like, just you don't want to go overboard with it. Like, you wouldn't want 4 or 5 different types of texture in there. But yeah, blending between them is always a good idea.
I very much like that she blends to kind of walking up the stairs with her hands as she goes.
Yeah,
That's totally a kid-like thing to do.
yeah. It'll be interesting to see if her adult rig does that.
That's true. Heck, I still do that going upstairs sometimes.
What's that? A dead person. There's something shiny there.
This must be some augmented reality device that gives you a HUD, I'm guessing.
Oh, I bet it does.
I'm wondering the scale of that, or the rock and the moss there, if that was custom made for this animation, or if that exists in the environment. Because, yeah, you can see there the resolution is much different.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you think they made kind of like a higher resolution asset for that shot?
Yeah.
Everywhere. How does he do this?
This is cool world building stuff here. I
Yeah.
love this way of introducing it.
Oh, it's a great root tree.
Yeah.
Flowers. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, man.
All right, so it looks like that tree either grew up and broke out of the roof, or more likely the roof collapsed and that's foliage that's grown down into it.
Oh, man. The hanging moss is nice, too.
Yep. Huh. That's a great contrast and composition there.
Yeah.
Just having the natural world penetrating, like literally penetrating the technology.
I'm loving this already. I've held off on it because I'm still in the middle of Breath of the Wild, and I hear they're not two games that are meant... they're not great for playing at the same time, or even back to back, just because they're really similar in some ways and then not in others.
I still will play them back to back. I've got to play this soon.
Yeah.
I'm definitely itching.
Closed. Maybe this device I found can help.
Look at the windows there. Is that the room you came through previously?
Can't tell.
Are you able to climb through there?
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, this is the main reason I didn't want to play Breath of the Wild, and this side by side is just... I felt like I'd be constantly frustrated with glass walls compared to the absolute freedom of Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
How do I get it open?
Oh, nice red light cast on her too. How do I get it open now? Oh. At least shielded, seal integrity maintained. Something to do with this? Ah.
Oh, you see the connections between. Nice.
Neat.
It's connected to the
A little rat over there.
Oh, I love it. Okay. So, need to find my way in there. Okay, then. All right.
Good. Very simple introduction to the mechanic.
It changed color.
So is it open?
It doesn't have a red X on it anymore.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's the same interface as the It's a good run too.
The door changed color too.
It's got a little bit of that kid kind of
Yeah.
slightly uncoordinated looseness.
It did it.
Just having that symbol on the screen pointing you where you need to go, it's frustrating
Yeah.
because, like,
Coming off of Breath of the Wild,
you feel
especially.
the impulse to go there, but
Yeah.
there's so much beautiful environment I also want to look at.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm kind of feeling the same thing. Like, I appreciate that it's there when I want to know where to go, but is
What's that? It's got a device, like the one I found.
You think I want it this way? It's the best I can do. He's right behind you. Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Show me. Show me again.
Dude, he's right behind you. birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
There's a nice little bit of storytelling there.
Oh.
And performance too, because so much of it reads just from facial expression.
Are you able to turn off your HUD, like your AR stuff, or is it just on
That's a
from
good
now
question.
on? It's curious. Does the world, like, is it lit up from?
Oh, okay. So
the
always on
reality?
custom dynamic. I wonder what dynamic does.
Because these lights don't physically exist in the world, right?
Right.
But they're casting lights in the environment. I mean, I guess once you accept Goonies cave lighting, you just accept that there's going to be light where you need it. So.
Right. Yeah. And are the yeah, I guess the screens are popping up because she put the thing in her face on the side of her head, right?
If I recall, I don't.
I mean,
think
they are
anything-
kind of lighting up the space
yeah.
too, though. Like bouncing off walls and such. Which makes them feel like they're more actual light sources.
Why did they die here? What happened to them?
I mean, seriously? Record our thoughts for posterity? Great idea, Director Evans. Like I haven't done enough for posterity already. Like I wouldn't be here like this if not for posterity. I'm done with posterity. Posterity can go.
Shall soon dissolve like snow. The sun forbear to shine, but God who called me here below will be
Pretty unique, interesting way to make a space have a certain vibe. Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a reliquary, kind of like a cemetery, but you get to hear what the ghosts say, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You see the ghostly images. Yeah, that's
A neat spin on the audio, functionally in audio logs, but
Yeah.
still like.
And pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Death. I'm sorry. It's been a while. And these meds Johnny gave us are really something. So, okay, from the top, kids. Hail Mary, full of grace. And pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death.
He found me. Ross found me. Down here. I'm coming.
Oh, Mother be praised. Come, girl. Take my hand. You don't belong down there. Come.
Such places are forbidden, Aloy.
I fell in.
They are of the metal world. What is that on your face?
Nothing.
Did you find it down there?
No.
Give it to me.
No.
Aloy, such things are dangerous.
No!
Well, if you're gonna go sneaking away from home, you'll need to know how to survive in the wild. Come, Aloy. Home now. But starting tomorrow, you will learn to hunt.
Smarter than to make the thing that is a little plot point about him wanting to take away and her not wanting to be something the player will care about also.
Yeah.
So that it's...
I think I actually physically flinched when he reached for her.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want him to take that away. Like, that's smart.
All these shapes. What do they mean?
Take your bow.
Bow?
And enough muttering to that plaything. We descend to the valley now. Follow.
I'm already way into the world building on this. Like, this is awesome.
No.
The wilds can be dangerous, Aloy. You will need to stay close and do as I say.
I know.
Now, you're still scratched up from that fall you took yesterday. So let's start there. Take this medicine pouch. I'll show you how to fill it. See this plant over here? It's called salvebrush. Come, gather its berries in your pouch.
And we will do that next time. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll dang, that's bright. And we'll see you next episode.
Gather the berries.
Bye.
Give me a second, Rost.